Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa of Sunsetmaplestudio, and today I'm going to be working on day 4 of my 100-day challenge. I found inspiration for what I'm creating today from another YouTuber. Her channel is called Seven Plaza. She's from the Netherlands. She did something very similar, but definitely different. She had taken strips of paper and then stamped different images on there and then put the washi tape on the outside to cut into cards. I do not have any stamps besides a few alphabet ones, so I decided to go ahead and make little ephemera out of flowers and the washi tape. So I've got a few things here that I've started already, and we'll go through today and I'll show you how I made them. These have come from a book page. I took a book page and folded it in half and then have the washi tape on the outside, and then they were stripped together, and then I've cut them apart so that now I have these. They can be further embellished. I can add some stamps to it, something else on there, a little butterfly maybe or something like that. And basically you can then just stick it to a card as a little accent piece. Add it on there. It's very light paper, so if I wanted to make it a little stronger, I could back it with something a little thicker at some point, but for right now, if that got glued onto there as a decoration, that would definitely be cute. So I have that. So the next one that I used was just a regular, you can see all my wrapped around washi tape, was a regular strip of paper. These strips of paper were cut off from my day 3 video where I did hidden paper clips. There was a piece of paper that was 12 and I had to cut it down 10 1/4. So this is the 1 3/4 inch that was left over. So I turned one of the pieces that had some great colors into it into one of these strips. I'll be able to cut that apart. This one came from, I have a bunch of these. I have this, I'll call it a book. It's huge, of paint strips. It was a Benjamin Moore color preview from, I mean, this thing could be like 30 years old. I couldn't find a date on there, but it is definitely older. And I just basically cut off one of the strips at the bottom. Did the same thing with the washi tape on there. You can see that I thought it was kind of neat because you can see the shades of the ombre color, and there is some words coming through also. So I thought that was really cool. And then I've got 2 more strips that I'll be able to washi tape with you there. So basically after it's all been glued on there, you just go ahead and come through and snip it. I try to keep it close enough together so I didn't have to cut them twice. But some of them are a little farther. I might have to cut a little bit off there. And trim that a little bit. And we'll do this one. This one was a little farther apart. And we'll get that. So there are those 4 tags. So like I said, we just add that as a little decoration to something, and really cute. Something a little bit above just adding a flower to something. I thought those were cute. We'll cut the. Now these strips of paint chips, they can be found at a hardware store. I've definitely used those before. I wouldn't go through and, you know, take one of every color because that could be kind of rude. Find a few that you like and you can make a couple strips. And I like that the fact that these are thicker. These would not have to be backed with anything except for the fact that the washi tape is sticking in the back, which is not as attractive. So I could cover that with something, but these are definitely thicker and would withstand a little bit more wear and tear. Okay. one last snip on that one. And there they are. Thought that was kind of neat. Especially like when you see the couple colors on there. You can add, like I said, something in there. Thought this was interesting. I have some of the flower behind the washi tape, and it's actually leaves behind the washi tape, and some of it above. And that little smudge of goo there. I'll get rid of that later. So it kind of almost looks like it's coming out of the frame. Yeah, cute. Okay. So I'll show you how I made those. I'll put those out of the way. I'll start with this one. Now, I decided not to glue them down first in case I had to adjust the washi tape. But basically what I did was started with, I had thinner ones for the pink and orange that I did, these guys. I used the thinner ones for those. I'm going to use greens, I'm going to pick for that one. And then for the purple one, since it was a bigger piece of paper, I decided to use a little thicker washi tape on it. So, basically how I started on this is I did the sides first because they were, I did the, you can do it either way. I did the sides first, but I think I'm going to do the top and bottom this time because then I can cover the sides up with the one long washi tape. So I'm going to rip it off just a little bit longer than it needs to be. The washi tape would probably stick fine to this old paper because it's a little bit more textured, but washi tape likes to peel off. I noticed even a couple of them that I tried to glue, they have a little bit peeled off. So we're going to start, I'm just going to line it up at the bottom so I don't have to cut it. I can trim it a little bit if I have to. And we'll wrap the washi tape around the back. So, on the next one, basically I just figure out where I want the flowers to go and make sure there's enough room because you need to stick 2 layers of washi tape in between. You want one for the top of this flower and then you want one for the bottom of that flower. So we'll find it just a bit longer. Grab some glue. And we'll just make sure it's straight as can be. A little bit easier when there's words on here. Now, we'll wrap that around. And that is going to go there. All right, and then this one we're going to get a second set of washi tape on there, and then we're going to go and finish off the rest of these. So I hope your day is going well. I am filming this on St. Patrick's Day, even though it probably will not get uploaded till tomorrow. So hopefully you're having a safe day out there if you've decided to have a little bit of a party. I received a text this morning from my son, which was not so pleasant for St. Patrick's Day, and the first line says, "I was in an accident." Let me tell you, that's not a fun text to receive from your son. Luckily, it was just a fender bender. Some young lady was pulling out of a parking lot and decided she was sticking too far out, and traffic was coming and backed right up into his car, so that's fun. I texted him back. I called him right away because, of course, you know, making sure he was okay. But I texted him later and he said, "You never start a text to your mother that says, 'I have been in an accident.'" It took me about an hour for my heart to slow down, even though I knew it was just a simple little fender bender and pretty much just a broken tail light and quarter panel. So, well, that should fit in there good. So yeah, so that's a fun text to wake up to in the morning. So don't ever do that again, I told him. And actually this was his first ever accident, and he is 30, so I thought that was pretty good. I told him, when I talked to him, I said my first ever accident was 3 weeks after I got my license when I was 16, so to not have an accident and not even be his fault until you're 30, it's pretty darn good. So. Luckily the insurance company's like, no problem, it will be taken care of. So now I just gotta figure out where to take it, so that should be fun. But happy St. Patrick's Day. Luckily it was not anything involved with alcohol. Just pulling out of a gas station early in the morning. So. Okay, so there is the top one. Okay, so I am going to glue these down, the flowers, so that they stop moving around. And I am going to ink them a little bit because they are pretty white. Give a little bit more age patina on this older paper. Okay, let's glue this down. I think I might glue it to the side a little bit. So that I got a place to add a label or something later on, depending on where it's going to end up going. So, since this is wider than the other pages, thought that might work well. And we'll do the same on this. Okay, and the last flower. Now the first one I did on this book page, I had 3 flowers that were taller, so it took the whole page up. But it's okay that this one isn't. I will cut the top off. That'll be good. Okay, so now we're gonna do the sides. And this is a little bit more interesting because this washi tape ends up being pretty long to end up gluing. No twist. Probably could have done it in 2 spots, but all right, so start at one end, push your way down. Now if I was doing the whole thing, I would wrap that around to the front or to the back, but since I just let it end there. Okay. And of course I covered that flower because I didn't think about that. Faux pas. Faux pas. Let's see, what can I do? Okay, well I got that flower out. I'll have that one sticking on top. This one might be a little bit harder to do. Okay. I might have fixed it. Put a little glue on there. Re-glue that down. Okay, I think that'll be okay. Like I said, once I put the tape there and put a label there, it looked like I intentionally did it. Shh, don't tell anybody. This one I think I'm okay leaving that a little bit tucked in. Like that one too, so. Okay, all right, well. Don't do what Lisa does. Live and learn. But this is what happens when you start out. Trial and error. Happy mistakes. Was that Bob Ross painter? He used to say happy accidents. I have to track down some of his videos, TV programs. Used to like watching him. Help me fall asleep with his soothing voice. But I always thought it was interesting how he did those strokes, and before you knew it, he had a painting. It's quite amazing. Okay. All right, so those are all done. So now we just go through and give it a cut to get the cards. Probably wait to dry a little longer, but I am impatient. Okay. If I can see that line, I really put those too close. And these I put very close. And I noticed this is a little bit showing down here. Whoops. Okay. Well, there is a little white edge on these, but nothing a little ink won't take care of. Okay. Yeah, those are nice. They'll go nicely on something. When I need a little color pick-me-up, right? Very nice. Okay. So, that is the book page one, a little bit bigger. Now I'm going to finish up the one that I have, this one, which is a little skinnier. Okay. All right, I think I will start with the side ones on these because I have a feeling no matter how I do it, some of these leaves are gonna, flower leaves are gonna have to peek over the side just because of how thick they are, how wide they are, which I am okay with that. Now I was gonna do green, and I think I'm gonna do the skinny one on the side, and then maybe I'll put the thicker one on the inside. I'll see how it looks as two different washi tapes. The other ones I've been doing have been just a single washi tape. So let's see how that goes. Ooh, that is a long piece of washi tape. Okay. Concentration. Ooh, I think I got it. I think I got it. Okay. All right, let's do the other side. Don't get too cocky, as they say, because this could go south in a second, as we saw before. I think I have a good plan, and it decides not to be a good plan. These washi tapes I found few months ago actually at Hobby Lobby. They had gone to clearance, not part of that huge clearance they had, I don't think. I think I got it before they did that. There was quite a few in there, probably about like 50. All different colors, rainbows of colors, but all pretty much basic shapes like these squiggles and the X's and lines and dots and stuff. So they definitely have been coming very handy. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. I might have to go with the lines on that, so we'll see. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll go with the lines. I'm not going to do the dots. I did the dots for the purple one, so this is too cute. Okay, so we're going to start with the bottom one because we know where that goes. So yeah, you can put pretty much whatever you want inside these washi tape windows. Like I said, the inspiration I got it from Seven Plaza was she had used rubber stamps to put where she wanted to. But without any rubber stamps, it's kind of hard to do. So link this up a little bit, get rid of the white, and I'm gonna glue this one down and see where the top row needs to go. Ooh, these are hard to glue. So many little pieces. Really fussy cut that one to death. Okay. All right, we'll do the top of this frame. Now there probably is an easier way to do this, but this is the way I decided to go about it, and seems to be working okay. If you have any suggestions on something that could be done better, easier, I'm all for it. Because as I do each one of these, I seem to learn a little bit more. So, okay. Okay. Oops, I gotta do the bottom of that frame first. Almost forgot. Leave a little bit room so I can see the line to actually cut it. So I don't cut into the washi tape. Okay, now we'll glue this flower down. We are almost there. Yeah, that pack that I got from Hobby Lobby, this is the first time I use this one, and you can see there's quite a bit on there. So they were not tiny little rolls, and I don't know if I said it, but I think the pack that was on clearance was like only $14. Maybe 20 at the most. I don't think it was that much. I don't think I'd have paid that much, but there's quite a few in there. And since they're so generic, they seem to be able to go with lots of things. So I've been quite happy with that purchase. I just started the junk journaling collage craft not too long ago. And I used to do a lot of scrapbooking before this. I did the paper scrapbooking for years. And like I said, my son's 30, so I was doing it since he was a baby. And then I started doing scrapbooking digitally. So I stopped using my paper supplies, but I still had just a ton of stuff. So when I came across this junk journaling collage, I had a lot of stuff, punches, and this ink pad could literally be 20 years old, but it still works good. And just most of the papers I've had forever. But washi tape I actually never used when I scrapbook, so it was a purchase that I had to make. But I have not had to make too many purchases, which is good, since the whole process of this seems to be you want to use things that you would want to recycle. So, but you can't blame a girl for wanting to buy something new. All right, I'm gonna flip it over so it's a little closer to me. I love this washi tape. It looks so cute. Quite excited that I found this one. Okay. All right, wrap that around. And I don't know how I keep losing the end of it right after I rip it off. Like, seriously. There it is. Okay. We are getting there. So hopefully if you found any of this interesting, any of my videos, that you're going to go ahead and like and subscribe them so we can grow my channel a little bit, add some more stuff that other newbies can do. All right, you are going to go outside of the line. Just do a little bit on each. And I think I might tuck that tail under the washi tape. I think the leaf needs to stay out. That should be tucked in, so like it's hidden. Okay. So yeah, so subscribe and to my channel and like my videos would be really helpful so that it gets promoted and shared so more people see it. And I can create more videos where I am learning and hopefully make the mistakes and show other people what not to do. Now, I have a spot up here, but I am not sure that I have something small enough to do it, so I'm just going to end it on there and maybe add something later to that. Okay, I think that looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and snip these right down the center, left enough room, which is good. So cute, so cute, so cute. Okay, look at those. Those are adorable. Definitely. For sure. I love them. Okay. Well, that's a good tag. But I will be able to add some to that maybe. Change it up. Okay. Well, I think that is it for today. Bring these out here. Show you all the ones I made. And there you go. So hopefully you got some good ideas that you'll be able to do some stuff on your own. And go out and have a creative day. Thanks for coming.